Hi Scorpio, welcome to Dream Prophet. I'm Caroline, and this is your September 2018 reading. I'm going to start with love. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for September 2018. Just had a card flip out. Finances and career. All right, Scorpio. What else is going on in your life? Oh, cards are just flipping out. Okay, here we go. Chemistry, attraction, express your love. Okay. I feel in your love life right now, your finances and career are taking a front seat to love. You're spending a lot of time on building your financial picture and working on your career. So obviously, really focusing on your career to bring in the finances at this time. This is affecting your relationship in that you're not really connecting with the person that you're with right now, because all your energy is being spent on working on your career and building your career right now. Now, the advice for you is take a moment. It's very important to be working on your career, but sometimes you need to just take a break, really enjoy the moment with your loved person. Basically stop and smell the roses. Perhaps, bring some roses to that person that you really love, and show them that you're still attracted to them and romantically interested in them. Especially when I see the final outcome here is express your love. So if you're concerned about showing them, because you've spent so much time on building your career and bringing in money, maybe that was one of the issues, is you didn't feel like you had enough to express your love to that person, and you wanted to take them on a date and express yourself, and you've been separated from them, maybe because you're working long hours, so that the chemical or the chemistry between the two of you is not being felt at this time. So you need to take the time to remember, okay, what is it that I love about this person, and being in the present moment with this person, and then expressing it with them. And it's saying, it's safe to express how you feel, to make that romantic gesture. So do it. Don't be afraid to do it. Go ahead and do it. Yeah, I feel like that is really important, because that is the final outcome. You're starting here alone, and it's very interesting that you're alone here, and you alone. You have to put yourself in the present moment and stop concerning yourself with your finances and career. And that doesn't mean like walk away and not think about it at all. It's just, again, be balanced and look at your relationship and remember what it is that made them attractive to you in the first place, moving forward, so that you can express your love. And then you go from being alone to being together and expressing your love with each other again and rekindling that chemistry. All right, let's take a look at your career. All right, one card came out already. This is for Scorpio, September 2018. All right. Here we go. September 2018, Scorpio, career. Okay. Universe card. Okay, it seems that At the moment, um, the reason you're so focused, I think, on your finances and career is because I think you're just starting out. This is the universe card, and if it was right side up, I'd say, there's a completion here. You finished a project and you're moving forward and you have a new perspective and things are going well, but it's upside down. So I feel like this is just the beginning with your situation, and that you're not quite sure exactly how it's going to look at the moment. So if you're focused on your career, you're not quite sure exactly what the final outcome will be just yet. So it's needing to get get the whole picture, I guess, and you don't have the full picture on what it is that you're trying to accomplish in your career at the moment. Now the block is the heart chakra. So the block is, and it's very interesting because it seems like you have had some issues where you're spending so much time on your career that you're not paying attention on love, and that is exactly your block, is your heart chakra. And it's interesting, if your heart is blocked, then that too will affect your career. This needs to be open in order to create, in order to attract into your life not only love, but career or any manifestations that you're working on, because it's all about creation and co-creating with the universe to bring something about within your career. And we're starting to see it here because the block is here, and the advice is, what is it that's on your mind that you're focusing? You have a lot of worries, and you're not sharing it with other people. There's some concern that you have that is causing you to suffer and be trapped in your head, basically, instead of your heart. And you really want to be in your heart space rather than in your mind. And it seems that you are caught in your mind with regards to your career. And the final outcome is emotional withdrawal. Now, right side up, this would be moving away from, taking a break, moving away from whatever it is that's bothering you in order to recharge your batteries, get a new perspective on something. But that's upside down. So you're not actually moving away from what it is that is affecting you right now in your career. So there is something bothering you within your career that you need a fresh perspective on. So maybe there's some confusion with the exact path that you're taking with regards to your career. I'm going to get some clarifiers on this, and we'll see what exactly is going on. Get a better picture on why the heart chakra would be blocked. And it's interesting because you've been so focused on your career up here that, yeah, your love relationship has suffered. And because of that, your own heart opening and being able to attract what it is that you want to manifest as far as your career is also being blocked. So let's get some clarity here. Universe, why is the world upside down? Okay. All right. So again, we have Rochelle. As you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. And that is the problem, is that you're not doing that. You're not following your heart. You're not honoring the guidance that you're receiving, because that was upside down with the universe and the perspective. And this is why you're not getting a new perspective, and you're not knowing where you're going moving forward in your career, is because you're not trusting your instincts. You're not opening up your heart and listening to it. Now, it's interesting that the heart chakra is blocked, and Layla here is spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels for guidance here. But that's blocked. So I feel like, have you forgotten to meditate? You're so busy trying to get things going that you have forgotten to tune into yourself and your heart and your spiritual practices, which has affected things in your career. I mean, not to a terrible point, but I feel like it could be an issue of you being stuck. Like you feel like you're moving forward, but you're not quite moving forward. There's something bothering you. And this is indicative in the suffering in silence. So this is something that you need to deal with. We have Indriel, you are a light work. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth. So it is, whatever it is that you're doing within your career, it is going to make a difference for others in the world. But perhaps this is why what's on your mind is whatever you're doing in your career right now, you feel like you're not making a difference. That it's not really doing anything moving forward. You can't see how what your actions are having an effect on others. And you would like to see it have an effect on others. You feel like that is your purpose, but you're not sure how to turn your career into helping others on the planet. And so you're sort of caught in your head about this. Now, the final outcome was that you're not taking the time to recharge your batteries, right? There is someone on the spiritual side that is wanting to send you messages, but you're blocking that for some reason. And they're there to help guide you. So it's very important, again, to go back to your meditation, because the spiritual world is really trying to guide you through this process. You are a light worker. You do have a special importance in this world, but you're not going to be able to understand that in your mind. You're only going to be able to understand that through your heart space. So I feel like the message Sonia is trying to say here, this is a spirit from who's crossed over, is trying to say is go back to your meditation, have the conversations with your spirit guides, ask them for guidance moving forward, because you need a new perspective. There has to be a change in how you're looking at your world with regards to your career that needs to be tweaked a little bit to move forward and be successful. Exactly. And once you do that, I felt compelled to pick another card. We have the Mystique card. This is the charging forward. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. Then you can move forward. Without any fear, charge forward. You're going to be supported in what you're doing. But I feel like you're kind of at that place where you're taking the steps, but you're not really moving forward because you're kind of stuck in how is this helping? How is this changing the world? What is my purpose in life? And your spirit guides are trying to tell you that. They're trying to explain that, well, this is how things are going to work for you. This is how you're going to help others through your career. And you just have to get back to your heart space. So I'm going to choose the life purpose cards to help guide you with the message. All right, a few cards popped out. I got music, writing, wow, and animals. Fascinating. Okay, so for some people, I feel like the career choices that you're really going to make a difference will be in music. So for some of you, it will be just playing music will help. I mean, that could be a meditative process for you, is music, or your career actually has something to do with music. It could be as a performer, or you could be a songwriter. You could be a music producer, director, or it could just be, for some of you, it will be music. For some of you, it will be writing. For some of you, it's taking care of animals, or being an animal communicator, or writing about animals. Perhaps it's a musical with regards to animals. Any of these three options, especially with these two came out on their own. And I feel with the automatic writing, it's when you're speaking with your guides, this may be a good form or method for you to get the answers you're seeking by just, get a pen, paper, without even thinking, just start writing. Whatever pops into your mind, just write it down. So if you have a question, ask a question and then just write, and not care about what you're writing, and look at it after. You'd be surprised that you may be receiving some very important information through your angels and guides, through the pen and into your hand and onto the paper. And the same with music. It's incredible when you start to play music, what can come through, how it changes your vibration, and helps you open up to what you need to know moving forward in your career. Same thing with animals. Just being around animals, play with your pet, speak to your pet, go volunteer at a place that I'm just trying to think of the word now. Like a shelter, an animal shelter, and helping other animals. It helps you get out of your head and into a heart space, and maybe that's what's required to move forward and understand what it is that you need to do. And for others of you, it will be these actual professions. All right, and then speaking of animals, let's get your animal cards. Actually, I'll usually just pull one card for the month of September 2018 for Scorpio. All right. Oh, two cards came out. First card is the Panther, magic, darkness, and death. It's very interesting because Scorpio is the death card. They all know too well about transformation. It's beautiful, beautiful Panther card. I equate also the Panther with the shadow side. The Panther represents ferocity and courage. The Black Panther is a particular mystical symbol that has represented dark energies and rebirth. And, they're known to wield powerful magic. Magical animals. Wow, I feel like there is some sort of transformation occurring. It kind of reminds me of this Mystique card here. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. And I really feel that when you go deep into your soul, into the darkness, the unknown, this is not a negative, what I mean by going within to the darkness, but within your own deep, deep, deep soul, having a realization, really understanding who you are, the unknown, and being open to seeing the magic within yourself and what you can offer. And that's not with the mind. It's like really deep into your soul, into the heart of who you are. It's very important this month. And then the next card is the snake. That's very interesting. Look at that picture. You see that? It's interesting because it doesn't even look like a snake. It looks like an older woman shaking. You know those, gosh, I have one. I'll have to grab it here. This means transformation, healing, sexuality, and rebirth. Again, a rebirth and transformation. I mean, Scorpio, you know all about transformation. You're the death card. What do you call these things? This is what it is here. So I'm going to shake it for you. Shaking that to begin the process of this transformation for you. This is about shedding the skin to be reborn, shedding the old skin. You know, I think it's time. I really feel like this is the month for you to really go deep within the soul and finally shed the old you. It's time for the new you. You have such wonderful, you're a light worker. You're meant to shed light on the world in one aspect or another. And in order to truly find what that is, it's not through your mind. It's within your soul and your heart. You know, and I want to go back up to here too. Again, it's expressing the love. Your heart has been blocked for a long time. It's time to really open that heart up again. That's your soul. That's your soul center. Being in the present moment, feeling who you are, feeling attractive again, opening up the chemistry that you once had. And that will really open up your career moving forward and having a very clear perspective of what that will look like and how to move forward on it. All right, Scorpio, enjoy your September 2018.